Well, hello, ethereal beings and dubious creatures. My name is itemEQUIPPED, and we are back with another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Yay! I have Howard here as my emotional support animal. I don't know when the game gets scary, but we made it through, like, I think one whole day. Does that mean it's gonna get scary? I don't know. I don't know. Hi again, Item. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. It's a weird comment. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Is our character not trustworthy? Why is our character like the worst person ever? Well, maybe not worst person ever, but I haven't liked anything about the character we're actually playing as. Like, I don't know why any of these girls would actually want to date him. Anyways, so here, well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is just hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Item. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it?
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you don't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Aww.
Manga is literature!
So, selfly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Item always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. This is so mean. How did she wait? How did she almost set her house on fire? What'd she do?
Is that so?
Is it? Did she? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Of what? Literally of what? Of Sayori? Like, wait, not of Sayori, of me, right? Clearly, because Sayori is the one that's the catch here. How come you and Item can be really good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Let's see here. Don't be shy. It really is nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? Huh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at like keeping Yuri consistent. I want her to have like a soft but like deep voice. She feels kind of like nervous and like studious. I feel like soft and deep. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so keep your attention. Oh my gosh. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She is really cute. She even picked a book out she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you have to think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. So I'm down to the nearest desk. Wait, like we're not gonna hang out with anybody? Not even Sayori? How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing to everyone that something that speaks of their creative mind, or speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. Sayori's so smart. Look at her go. What is this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. It already worked the first time, especially if they're shaped like cats. Natsuki would love to do that. You're so right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy! I love Sayori. She's so cute. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unexpected. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Why is she so close? I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. I always make her have, like, a nervous laugh. I don't know why she always just, like, it's just, like, nervous energy. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you do for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Her hair always sticks out like that. What are you talking about? Leave her alone. Leave her alone. I wrote our poem for her, to speak to her. And now he's making fun of her for no reason. Huh? I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Oh, never mind. He's flirting. Never mind. He's flirting. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. Leave her alone. There's more than just your. I just said leave her alone. Skip. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste on your collar right there. Where? Literally where? Her bow tie looks great. Shut up. Literally shut up. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger. There's nothing there. But nobody would ever notice that. Exactly. Of course they would. Leave her alone. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because I don't want to embarrass you. Well, I mean, I guess it's good to tell her if she's got something on her, but I don't see anything, so therefore, clearly, because they didn't change the models of every single character for every little detail, it's not true. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. So he bullies her to make her like him? No, he bullies her, builds up her confidence so that she'll like him. And I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. Okay. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Does she have to? Sorry, this is gonna be me getting frustrated at the main character of the game. Okay. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Leave her alone. Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, she's so cute. This is very cute. Well, she is. He's a butthole. Can I say butthole on YouTube? He's a butthole. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. No. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Why can't she talk about her growing body? Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Oh yeah, they had to make it make sense because they weren't gonna make another character model with a button. That's the real reason. I think she is the only one that has it unbuttoned, isn't she? Is it like against the school dress code? Is she a rebel? Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do the things like this. If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Oh. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Ah, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Item, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. He's not excited to hear it. We wrote ours for her. You better be freaking excited to hear hers. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Of course I remembered, Monika. The game forces me to do that. What are you talking about? Of course I had to. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we go find someone to share with? Okay, I'm still stuck in Sayori. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, let's go. Let's hear the poems. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay. I think our poem is like for Sayori, so I think she'd like it best, and I want to hear good feedback first so I can feel better about myself because I'm a little nervous about my poetry. So, she's also our best friend, so she's going to be really nice anyway, so let's go to Sayori first. Yeah, I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. Exactly. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Item! I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh, Sayori. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. I mean, probably. Maybe even Natsuki's? Are you sure you don't like- or sorry, are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an item poem. It's the item poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Shut the fuck. I mean, shut up. Shut up. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Item. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people can do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. You're not so virtuous. You're not so good. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Oh, the music changes. Oh, I like it. Is this like Sayori's music, or is it gonna be like this for everybody? I hope it's different for everybody. This is so precious. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love her. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Yes, you can. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be so mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. Yeah, you did. You know. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? That doesn't feel like a compliment. Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. She's right. She's honestly right. I get all cranky. Exactly. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. You guess? I think I'm the most nervous to show it to Monica. And Natsuki. Honestly, I think they're both like... Actually, Monica wants us to probably stay in the club more. I feel like Natsuki's gonna tear us apart. Yuri, I feel like we're kind of like on good terms with. Let's go with Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh no, she can't think of anything nice to say, but she's nice. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? No! I hope she just I love the awkward juxtaposition of that. Like she just screams no and then she goes back to whispering. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone. Oh god, I keep stammering. Oh no, I'm ruining it. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Yeah, that's a nice thing to be socially aware of. Sorry. I say as I'm bullying our main character. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'm so excited. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Maybe this is the first day they're doing literature. I think this is different. Oh. I like this. Sorry, I just gotta take in the music each time. It's so good. It's like a nice little subtle way to change the main theme into something a little bit different. It's cute. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing, air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. That's what you're concerned about? That was incredible. What? I hate that. I wish I had good handwriting, Yuri. You don't understand. My handwriting's terrible. I'm jealous. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I don't think our dude knows how to read cursive, Yuri. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Item. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Oh, I'm going into Sayori. Okay. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, let's do Natsuki. I think she's gonna be brutally honest. Let's go.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So, basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Or maybe it was bad.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I just need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Aw. Aw, I like hers. It's fun. How do I read this in Natsuki's voice? Okay.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run.
Cheetahs.
Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. He's like suddenly like being kind of a good dude for like one sentence. I'm impressed.
Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here. Wait. Oh. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. Decided to humor her with that last comment. Is she like younger than everybody else? Like, did she like skip a grade? I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Like, did she skip a grade, or is she genuinely like, you know, like a month younger than everybody else? Making like an entire character. Okay, let's do Monica. I hope she doesn't hate it. Hi, Item. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Item. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. She's smart. She could tell. She could tell I was going for Sayori. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. I think she is. Like, it's not like her dude actually gives a single, absolute doo-doo little biscuit about Sayori. He doesn't give a doo-doo biscuit. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I could tell she really likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. I don't think I actually used any sad words in the poem, though. I could have sworn that we mostly went for things like Like smiles and happy and butterfly. Actually, maybe not butterfly, but you know what I mean. I felt like it was like mostly happy stuff. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure it'll end up, or I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. But isn't that the whole point of the game? Don't I have to impress them? What if I just don't? What happens if you click random stuff and you don't actually impress anybody in specific? I'm kind of curious. What if I try that? What if I try that and I end up with like Natsuki or something though? Sorry. I don't dislike Natsuki. I think she's just my least favorite. She's my least favorite. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. She's probably gonna have like the most like specific poem. It's gonna be so poetic. I can't think of a better word. Well, let's read it then. Ooh, a little piano. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? The sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Scratching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Yeah, see, she was like way over the top with all the poetic stuff. And she said she wasn't good. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I don't think I put the same power into it! What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, it's a little weird, Monica, but you know what? I'll give her benefit of the doubt. She doesn't want to share personal, deep thoughts about her epiphanies. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Absolutely, Monica. You're so right. You're so right. Perfectionism is absolutely a curse. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you, Monica. That was actually quite helpful. Thanks for listening. It's actually helpful. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Are we just like, we're just picking words? Is ours just like a list of words? Happy, sad, smiling, creative. Here's my poem. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up.
How can it be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
Natsuki, that's not how you get better at things.
Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Item did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. An Item liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well. Maybe he's jealous that Item appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make sure everything I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's magically grew a size bigger as soon as Item started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. How do I do both at the same time?
This doesn't involve you. This doesn't involve you.
I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Item. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could even get over herself to learn that, or learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems? What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Item.
Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Item?
Well...
How did I get dragged in all this in the first place? Well, they're both right. They're both right. It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! I don't know, they're both right in different ways. I feel like Yuri was more right though, because she was saying like, that it's good to use words in the language, and Natsuki was basically saying only do things one way. I'm just gonna have Sayori help me. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Huh?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting and making Sayori uncomfortable. That was not the way to handle this. I picked the wrong option. That's not what I meant. I thought Sayori would have something better to say. How can the TV keep fighting you when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. I think I made everything worse. What have I done?
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes Stop.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are all wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting?
But because,
well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. She's been keeping tabs. She's been making sure. She's been measuring. Sorry. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monika. Oh, sorry, I said that very loud. So this is why Sayori's vice president. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Sayori's just good with people. Sayori's such a freaking sweetheart. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be a bit of an airhead, but sometimes she's weirdly suspicious. She knows exactly what she's doing. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. That is the theme of this entire freaking episode today. Just leave Sayori alone. She's the best. She's the very best character. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Oh, he's nervous. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Yeah, we never really get to talk to Monica. We talk to everybody else though. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Item, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Item! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. I can never get like a full ee-hee-hee, like It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've ever seen a fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Item, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Thanks again for watching my video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, the inventory is full. Should probably clean out the inventory.